God, or does Alex go out there and do what he does and puts that left hook on Jamal Hill's lips?
This is a scary fight.
Jamal's got a chin.
These dudes.
And yeah, it's gonna be. You know what's sweet is you boys are gonna be in Vegas watching it at the. I don't know where yet, probably the Red Tail or wherever, but
I can't wait.
So let's finish out this predictions and we'll talk about that. God damn it, I hate picking fights. I'm like Jamal Hill can go out there. I'm gonna go with Jamal Hill, but Alex Pereira is scary and can do it. But I'm gonna go with Jamal.
Pereira as a man that's walking around making a mockery of his accomplishments. Okay. Jamal beat the coach of Alex Pereira, Glover Teixeira, okay? So you would think that Glover Teixeira is going to give him some inside scoop, right? The only inside scoop you got to know is that Jamal Hill is coming for the head of Alex Pereira. And I believe, let's cut to the chase, that Alex Pereira loses the belt on this one. It's going to go down on the feet. Alex Pereira is a better striker. I said this yesterday, okay? But Jamal Hill isn't intimidated. He hits hard. I think he hits harder. I think he can take a better shot than most of Alex's other opponents. And for that reason, I think Jamal Hill, within 5 rounds, is going to drop Alex Pereira, put him to sleep, get the knockout, and reclaim the light heavyweight championship of the world.
Prepared for that and doesn't trade with him either, and obviously tries to mix it up and down. I'm not saying it's going to be easy to take him down because he seems like he still knows how to sprawl and he's a strong guy, but you need to keep him guessing just so you can land your shots bigger when, because you know he's constantly dropping his hands, second guessing himself whether it's a takedown or something, and then you come over the top with an overhand. I'm gonna give it to Jamal Hill.
I can see Pereira just chopping his legs, just chipping away the way he does. He's such a technical striker, and he understands that fights are won with leg kicks and body shots. He does so well at doing that. But Jamal Hill, I think, brings an X factor into this fight. He has serious power. Yeah. He stopped a lot of guys like cold in their tracks with his hands. And he's bringing that unorthodox striking to the table. I'd say Alex Pereira is the more technical striker, but he gets hit by unorthodox strikers. And we saw that with Yuri. And in my opinion, he got hurt in that fight as well. Jamal hits very hard. I don't know. Gun to my head, I'm going to say Jamal Hill.
So you said you didn't want to sit on the fence.
Gun to my head.
Here we go.
Gun to my head, Jamal Hill.
Man, that's a crazy fight. I'm going to go Jamal Hill on this one. I'm a big Pereira fan, but I think the way Jamal fights, the combination of how big he is, how unorthodox he is, it's definitely one of those fights where I have a hard time seeing either person go to a decision.
If Jamal Hill is able to go in there with straight punches and pretty much go for broke, because if he's planning to strike the whole fight, then take your chances early. But if he's able to bring in wrestling, I can see him. And if he has been training wrestling, and he's able to use that against Alex Pereira, fatigue him, slow him down, take away a little bit of that power with the grappling, that I can see it. But I think as of right now, man, as much as I'm going for Alex, as much as I would love for Jamal Hill to win, man, it's hard. It's hard to count out the guy who everybody wants to strike and expect to win. Gotta go with the one and only Alex Pereira.
Pereira's going to fight his fight. He's not going to be afraid of Hill striking, obviously. So he's going to come forward, put himself in positions where Hill's going to feel like he can hit him, which he will be able to. But I mean, that's the way Pereira fights. He likes to go there. He has his hands down, puts you in a position where forces you to punch. And it forces you to throw. You think there's opening there, sort of make you panic punch, like, oh, I've got to fire. And he's so good at catching you while you do that, which is why he's so dangerous. But he can be hit, and Hill can hit hard. But right now I'm going to have to go with, you had a big injury. I don't know how much time you had to prepare for this. Was it rushed? So I'm going to lean towards Pereira. Otherwise, if it wasn't the case, I mean, it could be a pick-em type of fight, right? But I'm going to go to Pereira because he's been active. He's been fighting and training the whole time. And not coming off any crazy injuries. So I'm going to lean towards Pereira for the main event.
Jamal Hill is such a damn good boxer. Alex Pereira, to be fair, doesn't really move his head. He doesn't come from a boxing background, so it's different. With that kickboxing Muay Thai style, those guys' heads don't really move. And for a guy like Jamal Hill, that is money. For a guy that doesn't move his head, you're gonna get punched in the face. Also with the kicks, Alex is gonna throw a lot of kicks. Jamal Hill can counter those. His hands are so fast. His hands are special. That's what makes him an outlier. Jamal Hill's 1-2. His hook's good. That's where he's special. That when Alex opens up and does kicks, and he will get a little wild in those exchanges, that could be pretty tasty for Jamal Hill. Again, he doesn't move like a boxer where he's bobbing and weaving in and out. No, he gets hit. And if Jamal Hill hits you, it's trouble. But again, I'm just a little cautious to pick Jamal. Can he win? Absolutely. But to bet on it, I would not bet on this fight just because I don't know what version of Jamal Hill we're getting.
So, this fight, Alex is gonna try and kick Jamal's legs. I don't think that's a secret. It's his thing. Jamal knows this. Jamal I don't think is scared. Jamal has got knockout power, scary knockout power as well. Alex can get knocked out. So yeah, Jamal is just gonna try and touch him at some point, but avoiding the leg kicks is the tricky bit, and I know Jamal has some remedies for that. 5 rounds, so it's gonna be a slow start the first round. They'll figure each other out, get some shots off. Alex is gonna be throwing the leg kick, and Jamal will be finding his jab and trying to get his fist to Alex's head. But yeah, I'm gonna go Jamal by KO.
Well, first 2.5 rounds or second half?
I think it's gonna be in the first 2.5.
Jamal's dangerous. I mean, a lot of people are picking Pereira to run him over.
Really?
Which I think is interesting.
I'm not sure about that.
I'm not sure about that, man. Dude, I think this is going to be a great fight.
Oh, yeah.
The thing about Pereira, though, is he's ultra high level. Like, people just think about only his power, and you only think about, because he's got the most insane touch of death. It's insane. He just sleeps people with everything. But when you see his movement and that sneaky he does where he gets that calf kick off, you don't see.
Yeah, you don't even see it coming.
You don't see it, man. You don't see it. And when he checks his kicks, he doesn't check them. He gets his foot like a hacky sack position.
Yeah.
He lifts his shin up, so you're just sliding under it. You ain't getting and he's coming down with the right hand every time.
He's good, man, but
good.
I think the speed of Jamal Hill is going to be the difference. As long as he has it and that Achilles doesn't hinder him.
Yeah, well, god damn, it would suck if he came in at 70%.